today to use in preparing a meal for a friend of mine who's coming by and has been diagnosed with high blood pressure and a little bit of a high cholesterol. You know, with all the sodium that we put in our bodies, we need to learn how to eat a little bit differently. So I have all these spices that I have placed together, and this is going to be a spicy chicken seasoning, and I'm going to use it on my baked chicken that I'm going to prepare for her, because we need to stay a little bit for high cholesterol. We need to stay away from the fried foods. So let me get my chicken and then really well. So I'm going to take my spices. I'm going to actually pick up my chicken, because then that way I won't lose so much of the seasoning. And I'm going to get all inside of my meat so that you can make sure and understand. Most times what happens with all of my seasoning on my tray here, and I'm going to place it in the oven, when that cooks, the juices from the chicken is going to fall down there, and then what you can do is take the juices from this chicken and make you a wonderful gravy. Now, if your doctor has placed you on no gravies, then what you can do is not use the flour or whatever you do to the thickening agent. That's what he really don't want you to use. I don't think anything's wrong with eating the juices from your meats, but your dietitians probably would tell you, or your nutritionist probably tell you not to do so. So I just think that you have to determine exactly what and how. So I'm just trying to show you how you can season your meat and get all inside of that little flap there on the end. And then I'm going to take it, I'm going to turn it on the other side. And all the seasoning that's falling down, like I said, you want to make sure that you get that. So now I'm just going to turn it over. I guess I could have turned it over as I was seasoning it, but I didn't. So you just want to make sure that you get these spices everywhere, because like I said, herbal herbs don't necessarily have the greatest flavor, but once you mix them together, it all works out. Trust me, these wings are so good when they are cooked, and these spices cook all through them. And when your chicken is cooking, one thing that I do, I make sure that while they're cooking, I'll take a fork and I want to get all the juices out, because the wings are not the healthiest part of the chicken. So I want to make sure that we kind of stay on the healthy end of this, although we're eating the wrong thing, the wrong part, because the chicken breast is the healthiest part. And these herbs are so beneficial to us in assisting us with blood pressure and cholesterol issues. And my girlfriend, of course, that's her downfall, and she wants to use all that salt. And there's nothing wrong with the peppers. The cayenne pepper especially is very good for you. So we want to make sure that we get all these things taken care of. And I don't put anything else on my chicken other than to cover it with aluminum foil, and I keep it off the actual, I don't lay it down on the tray, and I use a rack so that it sits up off and it's not cooking in the juices, which is the part that's really not healthy for you, because I want to be able to prick each one with a fork so that I let the juices run out, and we can make a little bit more either sauce or whatever kind of gravy that you might want. If you just have to have your rice and gravy, it will make a perfect gravy for it. So, getting prepared for put this in the oven to arrive. I'm preparing some healthy potatoes here. These some the little new potatoes, and I'm going to add some broccoli to it. But to get them started, in the water boil, I'm going to put maybe a tablespoon of olive oil, which is also healthy for you. It's better than anything else. And I'm going to add just one little square of butter in here just for the flavor, but it's non-salted, the unsalted butter. So we're not going to do too much of that. So I'll turn my fire down a little bit, and we're going to sprinkle here. This is also good for your health. When I say good for your health, we're just going to, and understand, it looks like I'm putting a lot in here, but understand and remember, these are just herbs, and you want to make sure that you can get enough spices in there for the flavor. So I'm going to turn this fire down just a little bit more while I go over here and work on my chicken. And we're going to take that out so that you can see what it looks like at this point. You won't get to taste it, but you'll get to see it. So I am going to put the top on here. I always leave them rinsing, so put the top on here. I turn the fire down low and let them steam up a little bit before I put my broccoli in. So how does it taste?
It is delicious. The spices are superb on the chicken. The chicken is juicy.
Veggies are good.
The seasoning on everything is delicious.
Yeah, so I just wanted you to know that herbs do taste good.